What's up, YouTube? Abe again. For those of you that paid attention, I haven't made a video in a couple of days. I apologize for that. I don't know how many of y'all saw the news, but Chicago got pretty flooded out. And I happen to be right smack dab in the middle of that. All kinds of road closures and detours and all kinds of crap. I sat in traffic for about 4 hours or so. And by the time I got my load through there and up to where it needed to be, the place was shut down. So I had to wait there overnight, and I was just frustrated, and the weather and everything was real crappy. It was after all the rain. It finally stopped. It got real cold and windy and gloomy, and it was just depressing. So I didn't make a video. But after that, we were running a little bit. I picked up a student here, and he drove for the first time yesterday, and he did really good. Did great. Handled the 13 speed pretty well, handled the truck real well. His first time driving, he did a little over 300 miles yesterday, so that's great. Well, here's my student. Let me show you.
Hello, everybody.
There's Les. What'd you think of driving yesterday?
It was different. Going from a 10 speed to a 13 is a little different.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you drove in CDL school. That's what you got used to.
School, right. And it's going to take a little bit, but I get it. It's not a problem.
Oh, I'm sure. You seem like a natural at it. You seem like a real natural at it. Yeah, you're going to do great through training, I hope. Which, it's kind of what I want to talk about a little here is how I train. I know a lot of trainers do a lot of different things, but my strategy is kind of progression. Get to driving first, getting used to the truck and getting used to shifting and going forward and making turns and stuff, real basic stuff first. And once a student completes that, gets a hold of that, and we go on to other things, you know, like paperwork, dealing with the Qualcomm, backing up, stuff like that. Because my first couple of students, I kind of just piled it all on, and they got real stressed out. They felt like it was a little too much, too fast. So I've had pretty good luck training people in the progression, not really throwing it all on them from day one. As you know, they kind of learn more things as they progress and get better with something. Yep, and that in itself makes students a lot more relaxed and comfortable, which for you students out there is, in my opinion, one of the best things to learn in training is to be comfortable and relax. If you're nervous and you're sweating, you're freaking out and having little panic attacks while you're behind that wheel, you're not only dangerous, but you're not learning. You know, the more relaxed and calm you are, the better you're going to catch on to whatever's being taught to you. And a lot of the stuff out here operating the truck, a lot of it is mental. The more cool with it you are, the more you have a task to do. If you look at it and you're thinking, oh crap, you know, I don't know if I can do this, the more likely you are to mess up. You know, like for instance, backing up. If you come up to a pretty tight hole and you're just nervous and you don't think you can do it and you've already beaten yourself up, you're probably not going to back up into that hole very well. However, if you feel confident and you feel good about yourself, you pull up to the hole and you say, hey, I got this, no problem. You're going to have a much easier time. You're going to be much more cool, you're going to be much more calm, and you're probably going to nail it that first time. So, and another thing with backing up, you know, a lot of people, you know, they have a lot of questions about backing up. Once you get out here, you got to remember, it's not like CDL school. If you got to take, you know, 50 times to back up and pull forward and back up and pull forward, and then do that, that's what you got to do. So that should not be an issue. Don't get nervous. Don't worry about other truck drivers looking at you. Remember, nobody was born with a 10-speed in their hand. You know, so everybody had to learn. Doesn't matter if you hear somebody making fun of you on the radio, just reach up, turn that radio right off, and don't worry about them. Don't worry about people around you as far as, you know, someone's behind you and you're going kind of slow down the road, whatever the case may be, just drive your truck the way you drive your truck. That's the most important thing. And yeah, just be calm, be cool, listen to your trainer, and things should work out the way they should go. Do not try to make your training go by faster. You're here to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make them. That's why you're in training. That's why you're on your trainer's truck. And as far as trying to get done with training, I understand maybe after 2 to 3 weeks things can get a little bit frustrating, a little bit hard. You know, maybe you and your trainer don't see eye to eye on everything. I mean, that's just kind of nature of it, living with somebody that you don't really know in that tight of quarters. It's going to happen. But you got to remember, your training is going to last 6 to 8 weeks, most cases, and then you got the rest of your career to do whatever you want. And the longer you're on your trainer's truck, the better off you are. So don't get impatient. You know, don't get into fights. If it's something you could look past, even this is for trainers watching out here. If your student does something, or you know, does anything that you can look past, it's not a big deal. Just kind of ignore it, and it'll be over soon enough. But especially for your students out there, always remember that your trainer has knowledge that you need to gain. So I mean, you know, if there's something that annoys you, try to talk to him about it. See if he'll stop, or whatever the case is. Just try to talk it out before jumping off that truck, and maybe waiting a couple more weeks for our next trainer. You know, just kind of make things go smoothly and easy. And yeah, as far as that training goes, I think that's about it. I mean, I have Les here, and I think you'll do fine, Les.
I think I will too. Everything is going good so far. And listen to what he's saying. You know, if you're going through school now, one thing I can say is I just finished last Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. Or Wednesday before last. The only thing they're there for, man, is to get you a CDL. What you're going to learn in there is to pass your CDL. Some of it's going to carry on with you after you get out of there, but not a whole lot of it, because it's a little different out here. You're not doing a test. This is every day. This is what you do for a living. You can take some of what you learn in school and apply it here. But what you're going to learn right here now with a trainer, this is what's going to make you better and take you farther down the road. And I don't know, man, if there's anything I can tell you or any things you'd like to ask me, refer back to him through his...
Yep, leave a comment right below, and I can relay any message back over to Les for you guys. So, yep, just if you want to ask him something, just leave a comment. Some of you out there have my email. I'll put that up in the comments, and I have a Facebook. I'll get that up sooner or later, so everyone can get on there. Another question is, somebody had asked me on my comments, being an owner-operator, you know, that you would feel scared to have a new student drive my truck. I mean, I don't feel that way. You know, as long as you're a halfway decent trainer and you care about what that student's doing, and you know, if you start noticing them tearing up the truck, you're gonna have to work with them a little bit more. And whatever he's doing, if he's shifting poorly, you're gonna have to work on shifting a little bit more. And if a student's just not getting it, which is pretty rare, you got to get to the cause of the problem, whether it's mental or whatever the problem is. You got to get to the bottom of it, and if you can't resolve it, you feel like he's a threat to the equipment, you know, you could always refer him to a different trainer. You take him off to a terminal, drop him off. Maybe your way of training that student isn't the right way. So, worrying about a student tearing up my truck is really not a concern. Obviously, I mean, it is my truck, and the thought's there. If it breaks down, I got to pay for it and everything, of course. But most of the time, it's not an issue. You know, it's not like the first day or even the first several days or week or whatever. It's not like he hops here and I hop in the bunk and go to sleep. It's not how it works. So it's not as bad as everybody thinks. And another thing about training is it feels like I get a lot of feedback on this misconception of training people and how dangerous it is. And yeah, it can be dangerous having somebody very inexperienced driving in a truck with you. But from my experience, like I said, those guys that watch my video, I've got a truck that'll do 80 miles an hour. You know, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, you ever wake up and have a student doing 80 miles an hour or something?" No, it's the complete opposite, actually. Most times students are a little bit afraid and a little bit timid to do something. They go too slow. They put themselves in bad situations because they're not moving fast enough. So actually, the majority of the time I have to provoke a student to do things a little faster. Yeah, but I mean, as far as, you know, like possibly waking up in a ditch somewhere or out in a cornfield or something, that's never happened to me. And like I said there, Les would be I believe it's number 28, and 28th student I've had, and I've never had any bad experience like that. I've never had a student, you know, really tear up my truck, you know, drop a transmission or something like that. But I do keep a watchful eye on them, so I mean, yeah, I don't have any worry about a student tearing up my truck. You know, that's more of my responsibility, I feel, than you know, the students. You know, if they're doing something wrong, that's why I'm here. I tell them they're doing something wrong, correct it. So, and another benefit I think to having an owner-operator as a trainer is I teach them more than just how to get miles. You know, I'm teaching about fuel mileage and maintenance and all kinds of things that you don't necessarily have to think about as a company driver. Whether a student has goals one day of being an owner-operator or not, it's always good knowledge to have. So, I think that's about it for now. Just leave some questions down in the comments there. And thank you guys. I just looked and I had 163, I think it is, subscribers. So that's just in a week. So I appreciate you guys very much, and keep it up, and I'll keep on with the videos. So thank you guys so much, all my subscribers, everyone looking at these videos. And if you like the video, there's going to be plenty more. Just hit that subscribe button, like the video, and until then, peace out, guys. Be safe.